Rob Van Raphorst. Welcome to MBA Now. Last week, nearly 250 senior executives of MBA member companies signed a letter urging the BCFP to make changes to the Loan Originator Compensation Rule, or LO-Comp rule. And recently, MBA organized another letter with nearly a dozen industry groups urging the Bureau to modify LO-Comp rules. With me to discuss all of this is MBA President and CEO Bob Broeksmit. Bob, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
Bob, what is the LO-Comp rule and why does it need to be updated?
The LO-Comp rule is a rule that intends to prevent loan officers from steering borrowers into the product that pays the loan officer the most, rather than making sure that they're slotted into the best program for the buyer. But unfortunately, it has had some unintended consequences as well.
So what are the changes that MBA and its members are calling for?
There are really three kinds of changes, Rob. The first one would allow a loan officer to reduce his or her compensation to meet a competitive offer, so that if you have a borrower who's been working with a loan officer and they get a slightly better offer elsewhere, the loan officer doesn't have any flexibility to reduce his or her income in order to keep the loan. The second one would allow lenders to pay their loan officers a little less for programs from state housing finance agencies. And the third one would allow a lender to take from the compensation of a loan officer mistakes that the loan officer makes, or even intentional errors, which happens sometimes, when they disclose the fees for a deal.
So lastly, how will these changes benefit lenders and their customers?
Well, in the first case, a customer who's working with a loan officer will benefit from a lower price, so clearly that's in the consumer's interest if that loan officer can lower his or her commission to keep the deal. And in the second instance, for the housing finance agency loans, these loans are often not made available by lenders because they simply can't afford to pay the loan officers the same compensation they make on other programs. And that would make these programs more widely available. And that's important because they appeal to first-time home buyers and low and moderate income buyers. And in the third case, lenders would be helped because they could recoup errors caused by the loan officer in the disclosures. And it would also, we believe, increase the compliance with those rules if the lenders had a more powerful way to ensure compliance by taking it out of the loan officer's compensation.
Well, it's certainly one of the priorities for MBA, and we will definitely be tracking what happens. So please feel free to stop back and let us know as things progress.
Will do. And as you say, Rob, we've heard from our members on this issue probably more than any other, and we're on it.
Great. Really appreciate it, Bob. Thanks.